I don't know, Rudo. It looks like it may just be hammer time. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do mean to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact. Looks like Rudo's about to have it on him and keep it on. Once again, I mean, it depends. We're in flashback mode again. We have the black panels. It looks like we're following up right after he initially got the hammer from his homie who ended up giving up on life, which was a twist. I really wasn't expecting. I really thought one of two things was going to happen. Either his homie succeeded a whole bunch and he just got a replica hammer, or B, the darker option, he literally ripped the hammer from his homie's body. But like, no, the homie just gave up because being a giver is really difficult to become, and you may not be naturally chosen for that. He's just one of the faceless mob. And that was like a real I don't know. Or in a sense, they can get mad depressing whenever they feel like dog, from Amo's backstory to that aspect to Foyo's backstory. Foyo as a character, like man, Gachiakuta, man, it can get depressing as all get out. But honestly, that's why I like it. That's why it's peak, and that's why I cannot waste any more time. Let's hop right into chapter 126. Ask your soul. Let's see. I dashed out of his room and ran as fast as I could. I didn't care who was watching. But you know what? I'll give Foyo one thing. I'll give Foyo one thing above all others. Even if I still think it's wild, and I'm going to keep bringing it up. I know some people may get tired of it, but I'm going to keep bringing it up. I think it's wild that he decked the 15-year-old over his own inadequacies. But when he had the opportunity laid out before him, he took it. And that's respectable. I'm a person myself who, even in the recent times where I'm very much a, hey, do what you want, do as you should, enjoy your life, you only have one. I'm very much a live. Gosh, live! Like, I'm very much that kind of person, especially now. I still have, like, run away from or turned down opportunities when they've been laid out right in front of me. I still get scared. I ain't perfect. And admittedly, some of those things were for the better, but I can consciously acknowledge now, some of the times I did that were for the worse. So, like, there is that balance, but I always respect the people who are willing to take that step forward. Especially when there are, like, societal or public concerns in it. If you are willing to do something that's out of your comfort zone and something that you never thought you would do because the opportunity presented itself and you just feel like being built like that for that day, that's some W respect right there. That's some top of the line stuff. Because it's hard to do. It's hard to do. I'm a person who tries to get out of my comfort zone all the time. I try to eat different foods. I try to travel to different places. I try to meet different people. I try to talk to as many people as I can. I still got my hang-ups and my fumbles. I still do be fumbling the bag occasionally. I can't lie. I cannot lie and I cannot deny. But let's see. Did I want to make to make our dream come true? No. And hey, I like that too. I like that too. Admittedly, not only I don't have it. Once again, I mentioned this last chapter. I don't have an equivalent to Foyo exactly, but at least from my interpretation of what he means here, did I want to make our dream come true? No. I think this is him wanting to just completely surpass and leave his rival in the past and leave him in the dust. I think that's it. And it'd be extra special to take the symbol of that once existing, even if it was unknown, like dualistic rivalry, taking the symbol and succeeding with that is crazy. But I get it to some degree. Once again, I don't have the exact similar scenario, but I still do remember people who probably never even acknowledged your boy. For good reason. Your boy is whack. But for one reason or another, never acknowledged your boy. But I was like, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you. Gosh darn it. And I'm gonna surpass you. And did I get everyone who I marked in that sense? Did I ever get them? No. They're like, I can think of seven different people on the top of my dome piece where I was like, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna surpass you. And the best I did was catch him, and sometimes I just failed outright. Like that just do be happening. But at the same time, there are many more people, literally so many that I can't name the number, where I was like, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to surpass you in some aspect. Not overall, but like, I'm going to catch up to you in this aspect of life, or this aspect of life, or this aspect of life. And I'm going to do it for me. You don't even got to know. But you were my inspiration in this sense. So I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go chase insert thing here. And I've done that, and I will probably continue to do it, like forever and forever and forever and forever more. Like, it's basically how my brain operates now, where it's like, we just got to do it, bro. Why? Because we can. Let's see. Oh man, my glorious King Gris. Man, I'm gonna say it, bro. Gris is handsome. I think I've said it before. He's such a handsome fellow dog. Scar and everything. Do we have context and lore behind the Scar? I need to reread Gachiakuta again. I forget if we have lore and context behind the Scar, but he's so handsome. Look, you got the nice scruff too. I'm still. It's so weird. I don't know why my beard is growing in this way. Like it's growing up from like the mustache line. So like Notably, it's still very thin up here, but it was like all the way down here lined up. But the hair is like it's like weirdly backwards increasing, like someone's like pulling it up from the wrong end. I don't know why it's doing that and not growing it evenly. But Grizz, even with that nice little stubble, he's a handsome fella. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's see. Excuse me. I'll do odd jobs. I'll do anything. So please. He's a fiend for it. But that's the even though I'm much more comfortable with who I am and where I stand and how I stand, and ultimately my long-term place in creation, whether I'm a footnote, I'm just happy that I was able to positively impact some people's lives, whether it be one person or 1,000. But even with that being the case, I do respect Fo's determination. He does not want to be left behind by history. He does not want to be part of the faceless mob, and he fights so hard for it. And I got to respect that. Do I agree with how he did it and how that resulted in his bitterness and resentment towards a 15-year-old that he slobber knocked? No. But once again, I do respect the determination. It is especially to risk your life. To risk your life for that recognition. Nah. I yap on the internet. I'm not risking my life. Let's see. Please, let me be in the cleaners. I don't want to end up like that guy. Yeah! That's the thing. I can't, that's because I forget what his friend's name is already, but I didn't have a foil that Foyo did. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't have a person who was like, we were rivals, and then they just gave up. I don't know. Every single person I deemed, well, to be fair, I don't have many people. I have the one guy who I deemed a rival, and we haven't given up on that. We're just still tit for tat, go bang, 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 bang. We're like swinging evenly, basically everywhere, and we will probably do that till we are old men. We'll be old men being like, I walked 3,000 steps today. How many did you walk? I walked 3,001. And I'll be like, no, you liar. Show me your smartwatch. I need to see how many steps you really... Like that. That's probably how that's going to be. But of course, I'm much more happy with that. But at the same time, though, even if I can fully relate to it or empathize with it on Foyle's level, where he had a specific rival in his own mind that also secretly viewed him as a rival in their own mind, and then he ran away in the head by going and becoming a cleaner. The thing that I can admit, there are people who I've looked at in my life, personally, or even detached, where I've looked at them in my life and be like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to end up like that. Like, I feel like everyone has that, where they've seen somebody in their life, or even outside the purview of their life, like online, or even in public, and you're like, I don't want to be like that. I gotta end up different. There are many paths I can walk down, can't walk down that one. And I do understand that, and I do relate to that. Let's see. That's why I held it in. And okay, training. Okay, that's cool. So he has to read. He has to do physical training. He stands up and held everything in. I lived my life so that my emotions wouldn't explode, no matter what anyone said to me. Ooh. See, now that's why I always say have a homie. Have someone either come to a point where your emotions kind of don't bother you anymore, or at least not don't bother you, but you can like, see, that's the thing. Because I'm a bad example. Because notably, I'm lucky enough, I'm in a good enough position in my life where like, there's nothing extra really that bothers me. I have my own personal goals, and I don't like when I don't meet those. But like, whoop-de-doo. Like, I'm in a stable position in life. But a mentality that I've adopted now is like, even if something does bother me, it doesn't really matter. I was raised on the idea of like, will this matter in a year? No. It probably shouldn't matter right now. Will this matter in a month? No. Well, it mattered tomorrow. Like, ultimately, whenever, like, emotions get high, my blood starts boiling from, like, like, I don't know. I just think about it in the long-term perspective. And thusly, like, a lot of my emotions have ramped down. But for anyone who does have those turmoils or those extreme emotions that boil up whenever they feel like it, because sometimes it can catch you out of nowhere. Your emotions, your brain, your body, it can catch you lacking. If you ain't on top of it, your brain will just randomly be like, hey, let's get nettled. And suddenly, you're nettled. But I say, have a friend. Have someone that you can confide in. I mean, you can just talk out loud to yourself, but sometimes people find that weird. So have someone you can talk to. That's the beauty of trust and connection and like knowing other human beings. You can communicate with them and let those emotions out. Obviously, that can be in therapy, but I'm cheap, so I don't ever like. Luckily, I don't need it, but I would never pay for therapy. I'd get on the couch of a homie and be like, when I was a young lad, like that, I would go. into a diatribe. Let them be my therapist. I don't know. I don't like the whole idea of like paying somebody to just sit there and listen to me. I know it's healthy, and I say whoever uses it, use it. But me personally, I just, because I haven't had the need for it myself, and I just don't like the idea because but then again, it's covered by some insurances. So if you have it covered and you need it, do it. Or even if it's not covered and you need it, do it. But me, I ain't lean with it. I ain't rock with it. But it looks like Fo didn't have a person like that because he left, presumably the girl and his homie behind, because that's the thing. He was trying to rush forward. Yep, and he held it all the way in until here. Because that guy's words after he exploded. Oh yeah, that's right. Because his homie. I'm done with all this. Go be a cleaner yourself for all I care. Take that piece of junk with you and get lost. Which is like, that's still crazy. You cannot talk smack to me after you gave up. Like, I don't know. I'd be, once again, I don't have a scenario like this. But if a homie and I were chasing the same goal and he just gave up and then he had the nerve to talk smack to me, I'd be like, boy, if you don't, I wouldn't physically harm him. I'd be like, gang, you are the last person on this planet to have any right to talk to me that way. I would have spoken back. But obviously, you know, Foyo, that's the thing. He idolized this man. Even if subconsciously, he definitely idolized him. Carved a resolve into my heart. Don't let me end up like that guy. And he didn't. He didn't give up. He's like a 15-year-old, but he didn't give up. Let's see. But in the end, what I did was even more pathetic. I mean, yeah, technically. I mean, obviously, I do believe that Foyo has helped people. He may not realize it because he thinks he's just part of the faceless mob. He's a background character. But clearly, with how he handled the situation earlier with the villagers explaining what's going on and how the cleaners are going to help, clearly he's been on missions prior to this. He's been involved. Heck, even in the scenario where he was working with Rudo previously, when they were dealing with my glorious, thick, scrumbly-umptious bird guy, King Kuro. Like, clearly, he's been useful before, but he just doesn't click with him. And I don't blame, like, for the longest time, it was hard for me to recognize my own accomplishments, and still, it is hard for me now, where I sometimes, like, I'll just have to sit back and think, okay, cognitively, pound for pound, what have I accomplished in life? And I can, like, list it out and be like, well, I suppose it is pretty impressive. so I do get that. Before, he never self-reflected. He was so focused on, don't be like that guy, don't be like that guy, don't be like that, whatever I do, don't be like that guy, work as hard as I can, do anything but be like that guy. He got so far into that, he feared becoming like him so much that he never considered the person he had become. Because he was so focused on not being that. So it's unfortunate. But once again, I'm interested. If we really just all fall, it's going to be crazy. What I did was even more pathetic. And I do agree. Socking a 15-year-old over the fact that he's a giver is crazy. When he was worried for your safety is crazy. Jeopardizing the whole mission because you had to tweak out on a 15-year-old. That's great. That is great. So I do agree, in a sense, that even ignoring all the people he likely helped and supported as a supporter in the cleaners, in this moment, risking the lives of these people and hurting a 15-year-old over your own repressed emotions as a full-grown adult, yeah, that was pretty pathetic. Let's see. Rudo, I'm such a loser, and I did it to myself, but please, at least let this guy have his moment of glory. Please. When he says this guy, I know he means the Hammer, but I wonder if he means himself and even his friend. Like, ultimately, the legacy in that Hammer, now with the context of the backstory, kind of goes crazy. Let's see. What does Rudo say? Is the darkness going to leak out of him? Ooh. I didn't even think of this kind of parallel. I mean, obviously it's not necessarily too much of a parallel. It's just that in this moment, Rudo's like overlapping with another person who died before him, like in front of his very eyes. But still, that's a generational pull. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting that. Let's see. Oh, he's hyperventilating. Let's see. Oh, interesting. I wonder how Tamsy's justifying this one. Because, like, I think Tamsy's so cool with this. Because he's like, oh, perfect, Rudo character development. I didn't have to off the guy myself. He organized the scenario himself. But I do wonder what his context is for, like, holding him back here. My glorious King Grizz. No. But then again, if I had to sacrifice Foyo or Grizz, I'm sacrificing dead Foyo. So I'm like, I'll take it. Let's see. Let me go, Tamsi. Foyo he needs my help. You saw it. That trash beast hit him head on. Then he fell off that cliff. And if that's the end, then they'll definitely... It's okay. I don't believe you, Tamsi. I don't believe you, gang. I don't believe. If anything, he should be using his rope to go down there and get him. I get why. Well, in some sense, I get why he doesn't want Gris to go down there, because while Gris and obviously all humans in this universe are much more superhuman than us, and Gris is obviously a peak human, I'd say, physically trained wise, he probably wouldn't survive leaping off the cliff. So Tamsi does have justification for holding him back here, and clearly Gris is acting instinctually on emotion. Let's see. It's okay. Rudo went after him. If anyone can help him now, it's Rudo. See, that's the thing. I do respect Tamsi. He and once again, it is the dramatic. Is it dramatic irony or narrative irony? I forget what I think it's dramatic irony. We know that Tamsi could be speaking in two tones here, where he's like, I want to have Rudo see a man die again, just like I killed his father. Just for the character development. You don't get it, Gris. It's all for the character development. But at the same time, I do like that all these scenes can be read dualistically. All these scenes can be read both ways. Where this could be Tamsi genuinely being logical, being like, you can't help him. You're just a regular dude. How are we going to get you both back up here? You need Rudo to take care of it as Rudo went down after him. Have faith in Rudo. That is a nice positive reading of the scene. But with the dramatic irony, I can also see Tamsi wanting Foyo to die right in front of Rudo to get him that character development, to get him to release that darkness, to bring in some of that inner potential that Tamsi clearly sees in Rudo. And that's the beauty of dramatic irony. That's the thing. I do love when authors employ it simply for the fact that it makes everything more tense. It makes everything more interesting, more double layered. It's so good. It's why I always bring up Alfred Hitchcock, because he's the one who brought it up in La Bomba Beneath the Table. It's under there. We've known it's under there for a hot minute now. And it's just ticking away. I can't wait to see it. Let's see. Besides, it looks like we're not exactly in a position to worry about others. Darn, is it spitting fire now? What is this thing made out of? Golly. Well, to be fair, it was manipulating ash, so I presume it makes sense that it could produce fire. Honestly, I'm not sure how long I can hold it off with my string. Oh, so it looks like we are gonna play into the dualistic nature of. So we're going straight with it. Let's see. There's no saving Foyo. He lit the fire for. See, oh yeah, I love it. I was reading it that way, and then we're just going straight for. Interesting though. Interesting that he takes on this kind of appearance. Once again, feeding into his like fallen angle. Lord, his fallen angel archetype. I like this appearance. Let's see. There's no saving Foyo. He lit the fire for me. I didn't even have to help. Foyo's death, on top of Regto's, will bloat Rudo's soul into a deeper, darker red. Angry goodbyes can make an especially high quality fuel. And he's spitting. So, well, you know what that does do? It depends. It depends because obviously this isn't an angry goodbye like Tamsi assumes it is. It's very particularly Foyo trying to reach out to Rudo. But this does kind of put a pause on Tamsi, the life taker. Because I thought Gris was going to go. I thought Amo was possibly going to go. The way Tamsi was dancing around, I really thought it was going to get devious. Let's see. Clap. Now, allow me to show you the guilt-stricken, burning executioner dancing in the flames. Ooh, why is that a bar? I don't even get what that fully means, but that's a bar. The guilt-stricken, burning executioner dancing in the flame. Oh, I suppose that's meant to be Rudo in this case, after wielding... So, is Foyo really gonna die? Are we really gonna off Foyo? I mean, we could do it. Catch a body there. Let's see. Dancing in the flames. Jeez! What on earth? What blew... Was that the hammer? I was joking about it being hammer time, Rudo. Is that actually the hammer? What on earth? Let's see. Darn. I still admit, though, I don't know what it is. The house still looks so cute. Like I know it's the weirdest thing to say. It's like a massive, murderous trash beat. But, like, it looks adorable. It's just so derpy. Like, I can't. Like, it's clearly serious. It may have just taken Foyo's life. But, like, I can't take it seriously. It looks so goofy. It looks so goofy. Let's see. Grizz. I forget the girl's name, but they're both taking cover. What the? What indeed? Tamsy, you fiend. Tamsy, you fiend, Tamsy, you fiend. But I love it. Once again, I saw people with the quick flashback app. I ran a poll, and I saw people say the little flashback we got into Zeidol's past put him back on top for a lot of people as like the antagonist of Gachiakuta. That didn't do anything for me. I still like, just because of him being Rudo's inciting incident, with him being the main antagonist we're currently following, with the dramatic irony, with him playing both hero and villain, and seeing the maliciousness beneath that, like, all of that just hits more for me than Zeidol. Zeidol seems like he's going to be a sympathetic villain. And don't get me wrong, I love me a good sympathetic villain. I love Nagato. I love Madara. I love Obito. I love the Naruto cast of villains for the most part, except for the few that aren't sympathetic. Like, I love them. And I can't really say I love. I mean, like, is Aizen meant to be sympathetic? I can't really say that much about the Bleach villains. The Bleach villains are kind of evil for a variety of it. Like, they try to make you sympathetic, but like, but ultimately, well, I do love me a good sympathetic villain. I like me a solid, good old fashioned evil. Scar is still my favorite villain from the Disney canon, and I love Jafar. I love Ursula. He's a weirdo, but I like Claude Frozen. Like, I love me some just good, old-fashioned, pure evil manipulators. And hey, what do we got but that in Tamsy? Obviously, Zeidol has his own aspects of manipulation. He manipulated the warrior clan woman, but like, it's not enough. I'll wait. Maybe Zeidol's gonna cook something crazy soon, and I forget how long. I think it was like a month. He has to wait to get the information that was stored inside the girl's head. So maybe we'll see it eventually. But let's see. What indeed? Boom. But the house lands though. Okay, it's 6 to landing. Oh, okay. Did he become a giver or something? Because that doesn't look like Rudo's stuff. Oh, I do like this inner Tamsy though. This is an interesting way to display, like, I suppose, the true Tamsy. It reminds me, you know what it reminds me a lot of? It reminds me of Raven from Teen Titans, specifically the animated series from 2003. I actually haven't read like any I don't think I've read a single Teen Titans comic in my life. So that's real bad on my end. But I remember the emoticlones. I think that's what they were called. The emotion clones that existed inside Raven's inner world. That is what this reminds me of. It's really from like the pure white design of it all. It reminds me of that like pure white, absolute, the true Raven, essentially. That's what this Tamsy reminds me of. Because what we see of Tamsy in the real world, for all intents and purposes, is mostly just a front. It's whatever. Like, he puts it on. He puts it on well, to the point where he's so well trusted and well believed. But this is the true Tamsy. One who does what he wants for his own desires. And once again, I'm very interested if he even has a motivation. He may, like I said, he seems like just a pure evil manipulator type villain, like that old-fashioned Renaissance 90s era Disney villain. But he may have motivations. But it seems like those motivations are just to be hated and like have someone of great potential to chase after him. So like, I don't know. Tamsy, he's cooking. Let's see. What? Yeah, so it looks like Gris made it. I'm about to say, it'd be so weird to give us so much Gris backstory, hype him up and wanting to be a giver, do all that just to kill him. Like I get it. I do like Foyo a whole lot more, and I do definitely understand and somewhat sympathize with him as a character, but like, a death wouldn't have hit here, I ain't gonna lie to you. And plus, I do prefer Tamsy having the I need to take somebody's life on the table. Once again, that La Bomba beneath the table, going with the Alfred Hitchcock example. I do prefer that. I do like the idea that at any moment, Tamsy himself, or through manipulation of others, could organize the hypothetical death of any of our casting crew that's obviously not Rudo. Rio's on the table, Amo's on the table, like Glorious King Gris is on the table. Like, legit, we got options. Got a lot of options. But I think Rio's a little bit too important. We still have too much mystery around her. So it really is Amo and Gris. Two characters who I have grown very fond of. So I'll wait. What? He's standing on business. I don't know how. That man's ribs were showing, but he's standing on business. At least let this guy have his moment of glory. Yo, wait, did he turn? Yo, it would be crazy if he turned Foyo into, or like a weapon. Like, gave him, like, pseudo-immortality by activating the gloves on him. Let's see. Please. Oh, he reached right past him. Oh, shoot. Okay. At least he's still mad to some degree. Hey, wipe that smile off your face. I know that look. When people make that face, they're not telling the truth. I don't know. No, because like 9 out of 10 times, I smile and like I'm very expressive in my videos because I'm making videos. I gotta be entertaining. But typically, I actually am quite neutral faced. So like, even when I am telling a half truth or a mistruth, I'll be like, that's just how I normally look. Like I'm very typically. In fact, my eyes aren't usually this open, like this. This is my face consistently. People always ask if I'm mad or concerned, right? No, that is just like my resting face when I'm not actively engaged in something. So I can't fully agree with the smile. Interesting. They're not telling the truth. Stop acting like you've given up. You don't just get to decide that this is over. I'm still mad at you. If you're gonna blow up at people, then do it. Go all the way. Ooh, interesting lesson, Riddle. But hey, I respect it. He said, if you gonna commit to the bit, then commit. He said, if you gonna stand on business, don't put 1 foot, put two feet, 10 toes down. If you gonna punch me with the right, give me a left too. Spin kick me, roundhouse kick me. Pull a Piccolo in the Android socket, fly in midair and reverse spin kick Cell, even though y'all can both fly. Like, go as far as possible. Hey, I mean, Rudo is a crash out king, so I suppose his advice would really be keep crashing out. What do you mean? Don't stop. Keep it pushing. Let's see. Go all the way. What does your heart want? Ooh, that's the thing. What do you want at your core? What defines you? When you strip away all the extra, when you strip away all the unwanted, what truly defines you? And that's a question I wonder myself. Like, notably, I like to have some idea that I understand some aspect of who I am on some fundamental level. I don't know. I'm kind of crazy. I'm kind of cuckoo bonkers in many types of ways. So like, I have no idea what I truly am. But let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, so he saw his to-do list. To-do list. Find the killer. Get stronger. Go back to the spear. Don't get my friends hurt. Watchmen series. Ooh, I like how that one's covered up though. He has no idea about that, so he has to cover it up. Don't forget your rage. Ooh, I like that. I like that one, even though it's not healthy. I mean, like, I say forget. Like, honestly, you can use it as motivation though. Like you can definitely use negative emotions as motivation. Your sadness, your loneliness, your hatred, your anger, your rage. Like, you can use it, but it's a very volatile fuel. It's a very volatile fuel. So I always say you want to be motivated by something more consistent. Rage and hatred and aggression, like it's strong. It does burn what is like pure straight gasoline. It can run the car. It'll jack up your engine. So I say don't fully run on rage. We'll see. Thank the cleaners for their help. That's sweet. Everything you do, you always look awesome. I was jealous. There we go. I'm sorry, I just clapped real loud into the mic. But there we go. Talk about that's the thing, boy. Reach out, speak, boy. Speak. Let's see. I wanted to prove that even someone like me could be more than just a part of the faceless mob. See, that I still can't believe. I don't know. Am I too complacent? Am I too happy? Especially as a guy who says, "Don't follow. Be your own person." Like, maybe I am. Maybe I am too complacent with myself. What else? Let's see. I want to be one of the cool guys. I don't want it to end here. Crazy motivation, but I respect it. Let's see. Grip. Uh-oh. Foyo, get up. You aren't done yet. And so everyone who called it, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'll admit, it was pretty obvious. I didn't say it myself, so I won't take any credit for calling this. Everyone who called that Foyo was going to be a giver, bada bing, bada boom. He woke up, he got up, he's no longer part of the faceless mob. All his determination, his hard work, his effort, it all paid off. Now, Gris, turn that hat into some sort of giving object, bro. But golly. I'm still very impressed he's able to stand on business like this, though. Especially, like, with, like, his ribs caved in. Very impressive, Foyo. But let's see, is that the end of the chapter? I feel like this is the end of the chapter. That's the end of the chat. Yeah, that's how Gloriana Sensei does it. Finish off on a crazy spread, a crazy image. This is a thumbnail chat. A W chapter. A W chapter because I can empathize with some of Foyo. I can sympathize with a lot of Foyo. And honestly, I'm glad with this. Because once again, it preserves the dramatic irony. While I would have definitely been cool with what Tamsi desired, the breaking of Rudo, the ripening of his darkness, his hatred, his malice, once again making him stronger, and saving my glorious King Gris, and saving my glorious Queen Amo. Well, not glorious. Saving Amo. I like her, but she's not like my glorious King Gris. But all that, while I would have been fine with that, I like this development more. I'm interested to see how Foyo and Rudo develop as a dynamic. I can't wait to see them actually like fully, properly hash this out and get their emotions fully out. Because I think while this is a nice, good moment for both of them, I do think they still need to have a real, genuine talk about stalking a 15-year-old. And I do like Foyo's character. And honestly, I like that, like I mentioned with the dramatic irony, I like that it put Tamsi's darkness back on the table. Ultimately, without this, he now needs a new path. And now he probably knows he needs a more direct path. Ultimately, if Rudo's allowed to interfere, Rudo's not one to fall down the path of darkness. He's willing to use his rage and remember it, but he does not want to pursue that. He could have easily just gotten salty at Foyo and let him die. But no, he motivated him in the only way he knew how. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to go. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you know what the password is. It's hammer time, baby. It's literally hammer time. Leave that in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1 things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks will include the live reactions here, the series I am to review, ad variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 beans for a short video, 200 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is that guy with a pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Greyhound, Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Super Flame Zero, Glacier, XZ, G Prosper, Planet Crone, Zeta, and Brandon Payne. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our line art tier patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, and A+A. And then I'd like to give a huge thank you to our ink tier members: Fine, Austin Wimberly, Euchiha, Yuki Ally, and Carlo Alaimo. Then I'd like to give a gargantuan thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. Then I'd like to give another gargantuan thank you to our colored art tier patrons: Overlord Zero, Waki Minoz, and Idemokami. Then I'd like to give a final legendary top of the line thank you to our That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, the glorious king, Calvin Elder.